What's happening, troops? Struxn here today with a brand new video, and today I have got a 4 vs 4 $8 pot Chall on St. Petrograd for you guys to watch. I'm playing with Chelps, Corey and 11, and we are playing against Zappy and Yango and their boys. This isn't a very high amount that we're playing for, but it's a game that I've just had saved in my game share for a good while and I wanted to upload it. I didn't actually have the live comms on it, which I usually, I like to upload listening so you can see what we're saying in the game, but because I didn't have the live comms on in this game, I thought, right, I'll save this gameplay anyway just for a commentary another day. So yeah, today's the day I'm gonna commentate over it, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy the topic I'm gonna speak about. But yeah, so anyway, before I get into today's topic, by the way, I've not even rehearsed this. I'm just doing it in one go just because I'm kind of strapped for time at the minute. I need to leave the house, so trying to push an upload out before I go. So yeah, if I'm stuttering or making a few mistakes, just ignore me. But yeah, anyway, the topic that before I get onto the topic, just wanted to say a huge thank you for all the recent support that I've had in the last week. It's actually quite humbling to see so many of you actually jumping in my streams and retweeting every single video I upload, because I did say I want to try hit 1,000 subs before Cold War hits, and I'm currently, as I'm making this video, on 732. So everyone's jumping in, retweeting, liking my stuff, commenting, jumping in my streams, all that sort of jazz. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Like I said, obviously I did set the target of 1,000, but I'm not really a numbers based sort of target guy. I'm just kind of I'd rather have a low amount of people that are always interactive with my stuff than have a high number of subscribers and followers and all that with just no sort of no sort of back and forth interaction. So yeah, no, I appreciate that, guys. But anyway, you're not here to listen to that, so I'm just gonna hop straight into the topic of the video. So I was wondering what to actually talk about, and I thought, well, Cold War's coming up, and there's going to be there's a lot of free agent tweets on, let's say, sort of Twitter in the AM community already. So I was going to talk a wee bit about the problem with the EU AM community. Currently, this is just my opinion though. This might not be everyone's, but yeah. So there's a few things I was going to point out. One of them, which it's kind of hard to explain, but you might think, what is he talking about? But then you might understand what I'm kind of getting at here. So, the first thing, everyone's sort of playing for themselves in the AM community. There's not really a team-based sort of collective, right? So because you've seen yourselves all the screenshots that get posted on Twitter of people dropping donuts and S&D and all that. It's just people being mocked, and I get it's a joke sometimes, but people are so sort of scared of others' perception of them that they don't play to themselves, and almost I don't know, they play within themselves, and it just kind of fucks everything up. They kind of pad stats and all that sort of thing. They're only interested in playing with people that make them look good. But the other problem with that is I find this point is going to sound really stupid, right? A lot of people almost want to be the worst on the team, if that makes any sense at all. So obviously you want to be, in your head you're saying to yourself, I want to be the best player, I want to be the best, okay? But then if you're constantly top of the table, you think, I could always play with better people, until you're the person that's maybe punching above their weight on a team where everyone's statistically, on the scoreboard at least, performing better than you. And you look at it, and and everyone's everyone's almost scared to get dropped and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of you're almost playing for yourself at that point, and obviously to play for others' perception. But at the same time, you're also playing because of other people's perceptions of you, and not for how good you are. So yeah, I think that's the reason you see a lot of team hopping, because as soon as people get the opportunity to find maybe better players to play with, which in the long run might not necessarily always be good, because you might have worked out strats and stuff. But yeah, I know Scump's got the opinion that you constantly team hop on the best team you can, but as you've seen with teams like Heretics and that stick around, you quite often see they perform better in the long run because they know how each other play, they know each other's strats, they can work on stuff together. But yeah, that's just one opinion that I have on that. Is you're always just constantly playing, you've just got to do you, just focus on you, and don't let what other people perceptions of you bother you, etc. The other thing that I've noticed, and this is from a search and destroy standpoint, so obviously there's multiple websites with multiple different tournaments on every single night. Obviously game battles and that are they're not doing the best just now in terms of hosting actual tournaments, specific ones. They maybe do a couple of 2v2s, 1v1s and that. But the problem with I always see with it is S&D's neglected by respawn players, and obviously like the whole thing always goes as S&D wins championships, right? But what you quite often find, because a lot of these tournaments are free, well, pretty much every single one apart from Prems are you've got to pay an entry fee to play. People look at the team that they're going to be playing against and think, actually no, I don't want to play that because this person's in it, this person's in it, it's just a waste of credits, right? Opposed to the bigger picture of thinking, you know what, I'm going to play against harder people, I might lose, but I might beat people. Like, I've played with people and I've had to do it myself where I've had to like not enter a tournament until like the last minute in case people because you know the amount of times that you play with certain people, you've got a team in for like 5 minutes before and maybe like 3 or 4 teams notice who's in the tournament and they just drop out instantly. Like, that's happened quite a few times, so it's like, yeah, I don't think people have kind of got the commitment to fully challenge themselves. They only think, like, in the short term, for like S&D tourneys at least, like, you know, I want to save money, or I want to make money, but I want to do it the easy way. I don't want to, you know, have to play against S&D sweats or whatever. But that's just one of my opinions on it as well. So it's kind of a hard place to be with EU amateur COD, because I don't think it can really, you know, it's hard for it to kind of change from what it currently is. You know, there's always going to be people team hopping, there's just constantly free agents. I think it's a bit well, I suppose hypocritical in some way. I can actually spit that word out, but like the amount of tweets you'll see, oh, Vibes unmatched, you know, Vibes different class and stuff, and like when they announce their new team or their new teams on Twitter, and they just, you know what I mean, within like a week they've already split up. Like, I don't care how bad you are as a team, if you're splitting up after like a week to 5 days, like, it's just, your head's not in it, no one's head's in it, you know what I mean? You're not going to win against any relevant teams after playing for a week. You've literally got to grind it out. I think you've got to work through the hard times, because you don't if you're winning, like, that to me says, you see, if you're quitting after like a week, that means if you're not winning, you know what I mean, losing's learning. If you're just winning, then it's like you're not learning anything at all, and you're not scrimming the right people. If you're losing, then at least you're learning, at least you're challenging yourself, sort of thing. And not many teams are going to just pick up after a week and play the best teams and get results. But yeah, that's just, like I said, that's just my opinion though. So we'll see. This was a bit of a butchered commentary, but at least I'm pushing out a video. I'm trying to get the daily uploads out. So I hope you did enjoy that. I might do another one soon, maybe about Cold War or something. Just wanted to get this gameplay out of the way, like I said. So yeah, even if you muted me and just watched the gameplay and learned something from me playing rather than me just talking utter nonsense, then yeah. But please like the video, guys, if you haven't already. Please comment down below, let me know what's happening, let me know if you're excited for Cold War dropping. And yeah, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well. Share it with a friend, turn notifications on, get notified every single time I upload a video, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.